Here we are for another week of On the Couch with Dan and Dane, and today we're going to talk about when is the right time to sell an investment property.
Oh, it's tricky because, everyone's really happy to sit there and say, you know when the best time to buy a property is? 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And no shit, mate. Like, at the end of the day, the sooner you can get your foot in the market, the more it can start operating. You just hold your property from cycle to cycle to cycle. But I thought we'd bounce back and forward a bit here, mate. So what's your go-to? When is the right time to sell for you?
Mate, I sort of lean on two things, right? So one is going to be you only sell if there's something better to buy, right? And the other one is your exit strategy. So it's all good to hold growth properties whilst you're working because you can carry the debt. But once you get to your asset checkpoint, right, then you wanted to exit into retirement, you need that cash flow. So depending on what type of properties you're actually holding will really dictate which ones you're going to keep, which ones you might repurpose as you move into that next stage.
Absolutely. Because I think for me, it's when I start thinking about it, what is the next best thing?
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to be doing when I have this cash? Because it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Exiting the market, entering the market, it depending on how much you make, it can cost you six figures, right? Getting in and out of the market.
100%.
Sales cost, then you got your capital growth taxes, CGT on there, then you got your stamp duties buying again. So it's not a cheap proposition. So you've got to be really cautious about it. But for me, it's what is the next best thing? And I kind of follow the pathway. It's like, especially when you're young, like, is cash flow a huge thing for you? Or do you just need to find something that's going to earn you some big bickies in growth, right?
Yeah.
Versus the thing that you're going to need when you become an old punter, and all that's important when you're 70 years old is being able to put food on the plate over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
They're going to be two different types of assets.
100%.
So it's what's the next best thing and making sure it fits into what you need at that stage in life is it for me.
Yep, and if you're trying to work out where you're sitting at the moment, reach out to us and we'd love to chat to you about it. But we'll see you next week for another episode of On the Couch.